Hey YouTube, Civics Boy here, and today I have a very special treat for you guys. I am actually working on a personal build of mine. It's actually a rebuild of a computer that I had, and I'm actually putting it into this awesome case right here. This is the NZXT Tempest Evo mid-tower computer case, but it's not just the regular Tempest Evo. It is a Tempest Evo with the Arctic camouflage paint scheme. I'm going to be doing a quick overview on this case. I know there's actually two really good reviews on this case by 3D Game Man and also PC Wiz Kids or something. They do a really great review of this case. What I'm going to do, they failed to mention a few things, and that's what I'm actually going to be showing you guys today. Some of the likes and dislikes of this case that you don't really see in the other reviews that are out there on YouTube. So here we go. Let me start out with the likes of this case. Stand by. Now the only difference, or should I say the only obvious difference, is the paint job between this Tempest Evo and the regular and the other Tempest Evo. And that's one of the first things I like about this case, is the paint job. When I first saw this, I thought it was a flat or dull kind of finish on the paint, but it's actually pretty shiny. As you can see, that little glare on the side panel right here. Not only is it glossy, for the most part, it's pretty well done, pretty consistent, with an exception of a few things that I'll mention later. But if you like this kind of design, the digital camouflage, you're not going to be disappointed with the quality paint job on this case. So that is the side panel, and there's the other side panel with a clear window on it. Second thing I like about this case is all of your buttons, your power button, reset button, and your USB microphone, headphones, and all that stuff is actually on top of the case, versus like a lot of the other cases, they're either down here at the bottom or on the side. I like this because I usually keep my computer case on the floor, of course with something underneath it, but I usually keep it on the floor, and having the buttons and all that stuff up here gives you easy access, turning on and off the computer and all of your USB ports. Another thing I like about this case, let me go ahead and open this up really quick. As you can see, I started working on it, is the all black interior, which is the same thing as regular Tempest Evo, but any case with an all black interior is sexy. Moving on, the other thing I like about this case is, if you remember with the original NZXT Tempest, it didn't give you this kind of CPU backplate cutout. With the new Tempest Evo, they did that for you. They gave you a backplate cutout for your CPU, so it gives you easier access to switch out your CPU heat sinks and whatnot. Also, another thing, if you can see up here on the original Tempest, there was no cutout for your 8 or for your 4-pin CPU power wire or connector. But up here, they extended the CPU cutout, CPU backplate cutout, just a little higher, just enough so that you can route your 8-pin CPU power, which I have right here, which I'm using the NZXT premium sleeve extensions. And also, they are following the Obsidian, Corsair Obsidian. They gave you these cable management covers, which are like rubber covers right there. I like that as well. And also, comparing it to the original Tempest, they cut out holes right here so that you can go ahead and screw in your hard drive, your your CD drives and all that stuff. I know a lot of people cut holes right here on the original Tempest so that they can mount their CD drives over there, but with this new Evo they did it for you. And of course you have this whole bottom side cut out over here to route your wires and whatnot. Now moving on to the things I don't like about this case. Stand by, let me get it all set up for you. Alright, so if you notice, you have two fan vents up here which can house either 120mm or 140mm fan right up on the top. But to gain access to these fans, it's pretty difficult. First thing you have to do is remove the front bezel, which I did right here, and let me prop that up really quick. And then they have screws right here. You have to unscrew these. And let's see if I can show you guys. I don't know if it's gonna get it, but all right. Up here on the top of this bezel over here, you have screws. You have 6 of them in total. 3 underneath on this side and 3 on this side. And if you have everything in, like I do here, it's really hard to get access to those screws that are back there and get this top bezel off. You're gonna have to remove your whole motherboard in order to switch out these fans up here, because you see right up here, there's like a little plate right here that keeps those fans in place, so you can't really gain access to it without removing this top bezel and removing first 3 screws on this side and 3 screws on this side, which are underneath. I hate that. So like if ever you needed to switch out a fan or whatever, you're gonna have to take your whole system apart. Alright, the last thing I don't like about this case is, although it has a lot of cable management holes right here, it has one right here, has one right down here, and it has that little space right above the CPU backplate cutout. It, like the original, gives you this whole bottom part open. Now, it's good if you have a lot of wires to route, and so having this big huge space that's open, you're not limited to just the cable management holes. But then again, on the flip side, if you do have a lot of cables, you can't really neatly tuck them away, for the fact that if you see right here, there's a little lip right here, and in order for you to route your cables back here, you would have to layer them one layer of cables, because if you did more than one, you wouldn't be able to put the side panel back on easy. Alright guys, so that's pretty much it on the quick overview of this NZXT Tempest Evo. For a full review of this case, go ahead and check out 3D Game Man or PC Whiz Kiz Tech Talk here on YouTube for a pretty thorough review of this case. But if you guys have any questions, go ahead and leave some comments or email me via YouTube. Alright guys, thanks for watching. Civics Boy is out.